What is a qualified intermediary? A qualified intermediary or a QI plays a crucial role in a 1031 exchange. Understanding what a QI is and how to work with one is essential for ensuring a successful and compliant exchange process. The importance of using a qualified intermediary. So a qualified intermediary, also known as an exchange accommodator or facilitator, it is a third-party entity that help facilitate the 1031 exchange. Their primary role is to ensure that the exchange meets all IRS requirements, thereby preserving the tax deferral benefit. First thing that a QI does is facilitating the exchange process. The QI manages the sale of the relinquished property and the purchase of the replacement property. So remember, they don't actually sell your home. You still have to sell it or buy your home, right? It's between you and your agent, your real estate agent. But the QI is the one to help you process the 1031 exchange paperwork and to answer any question that you might have about what you can and cannot do with the exchange and things like that, right? So they ensure that the proceeds do not come into the taxpayer's possession. This is what they do. So this is very important because direct receipt of funds by the taxpayer can disqualify the exchange. The second main thing they do is ensuring compliance with IRS rules. So the IRS has strict rules for 1031 exchanges, including timeline and documentation requirements. QI ensure that all of the rules are followed, reducing the risk of disqualification. The third thing they do is to manage the timeline. So in a 1031 exchange, there are specific deadlines. So we talk about the 45-day identification period and then the 80-day completion period. The QI track the deadlines and help ensure that all required actions are completed on time. The fourth thing they do is handling documentation. The QI prepares and maintains all necessary documents for the exchange, including the exchange agreements, assignment documents, and closing statements, ensuring everything is in order for IRS compliance. How to select and work with a qualified intermediary? Choose the right QI is critical to the success of your 1031 exchange. Here are some steps and tips on how to select and work effectively with a QI. First of all, you want to evaluate experience and expertise. So look for a QI with extensive experience in handling 1031 exchanges. They should have a thorough understanding of IRS regulation and complexity of the exchange process. Second, choose a QI who have facilitated numerous exchanges, particularly those similar to your transaction type. For example, if it is commercial property, rental properties. The third thing is to check credentials and reputations. So verify the QI credentials and reputation. Look for certifications, membership in professional organizations such as the Federation of Exchange Accommodators and positive client testimonials. The fourth thing, you want to look at a QI who is a member of the Federation of Exchange Accommodator that have excellent reviews from previous clients that is likely to be trustworthy and competent. The fifth thing is understand the fees. So ask about QI fee structure. So fee can vary widely. So it's important to understand what services are included and ensure that there's no hidden cost. For example, you want to request a detailed fee schedule and compare it with other QIs to ensure that you are getting a fair deal. The next thing you want to consider is to ensure financial security. So ensure that your QI company financial is stable and that your fund will be held securely in a separated account. So this protects your fund during the exchange process. For example, you want to confirm that the QI uses separated accounts and inquire about their financial safeguard. Because the last thing, because remember, if you put your money in the bank, right, they usually FDIC insured. So usually, if you lose anything less than $250,000, the chances of you getting some of that money back is high, but a QI is not federally insured. So if they're not financially strong, they go bankrupt or something, they owe so much money, they are bad with clients' money, and then what are you going to do? You're going to sue them, right? It's going to take, I don't know how long and how much money to get a portion, if any of that back, right? So their financial strength is very important next to their expertise and experience and reputation. Another point that you want to consider is communication and support. So effective communication is key. You want to choose a QI who is responsive and willing to explain the process, answer your question, and provide regular updates. For example, during your initial interactions, you want to assess their responsiveness and willingness to provide detailed explanation. When you work with your qualified intermediary, once you have selected a QI, here are some steps to ensure a smooth working relationship. First, you want to initiate the process early. So contact your QI as soon as you decide to do a 1031 exchange. So early involvements help ensure that all necessary steps are planned and executed properly. The second thing is to provide necessary information promptly. Be prepared to provide all required information and documents promptly. So this includes detail about the properties involved, contract, and identification of replacement properties. The third tips is to stay engaged and informed. Keep in regular contact with your QI throughout the process. Ensure you understand each step and all actions are completed within the required time frame. The fourth thing is to review all documents carefully. So carefully review all documents prepared by the QI. This includes the exchange agreement, assignment documents, and closing statements. So ask questions if anything is unclear. A qualified intermediary is essential for conducting a compliant and successful 1031 exchange. So by understanding their roles and how to select and work with a reputable QI, you can navigate the exchange process smoothly, ensuring you receive the full tax deferral benefit. Always consult with a tax professional and choose a QI with the expertise and reliability to manage your exchange effectively. With that, let's move on to the next topic.